Hi, my name is McKenna Kettler, and I'm going to be discussing the use of American Sign Language, or ASL, as a form of communication systems. ASL was developed by a French man named Laurent Clerc in 1815 when he was brought to the United States of America by Thomas Gallaudet. Gallaudet was a hearing minister who really wanted to be able to communicate with these people who were unable to communicate with him. He went over there looking for methods for teaching those that were hard of hearing or deaf, and this is when he met Clerk. They decided that they needed to set a systematic development or method of signing that would involve their hands and their facial expressions in order to communicate. This would be derived from mostly French signs, but they brought in a few different aspects of different cultures, but it's mainly French. These signs involve different hand movements, positions, as well as facial expressions for grammar and other types of emotions. So we would raise our voice when we're angry, but they would frown. If you're excited, you're going to lift your eyebrows up. Those types of facial expressions, or pouting, or the way that you're going to fling your hands really fast as if you're anxious, those are going to change the way that the signs are going to mean and how they're going to be interpreted by the person that you are trying to communicate with. So now I'm really going to show you how a person would use ASL as a form of communication. So for an introduction, they would say, "Hi, my name is Anna." Someone could say, "How old are you?" And they would say 23 or 23. As for the systems that maybe someone in the field of ABA would use, for attacked, you would say cup. This is a cup. As a man, you might say cookie, and someone would hand them cookies. So cookie, cup. They might do key or apple. They could say book, or door, open the door, help, anything like that. They can say answer yes or no questions, things like that, someone, in order to communicate with someone else, would really need to know how to do, or would be able to really be able to function in a hearing world, or in a world where you do have to answer questions on a daily basis and be able to express your wants, your needs, and ASL is really good for that. So as you can see, American Sign Language would involve the speaker physically manipulating their hands in order to communicate different phrases, words, letters. So help, word, obviously. I want help would be a phrase. Letters, the alphabet. Yeah, I think that's how I spell alphabet. Sorry. American Sign Language is really easy to use and transport, obviously, because it's just your hands. But the one thing that is really important to mention is that ASL is really beneficial for those who have those fine motor requirements. Approximations can be used for people who do not have those, which is kind of a negative on the side of ASL, but overall, most people can figure out ways to make these approximations. So I had a client that could not do book, so it was just book. They would do cup, help, things like that. Instead of like cookie, they would do cookie, or they would go onto a table and say cookie, things like that. These can be shaped when fine motor skills grow. So if a child starts out not being able to do help with having their thumb up, because that can be hard for some individuals, they might just do help, because that can be shaped when they do get those muscle movements ready and are able to do that again. One downfall is that if an approximation is used, or if the receiver of the communication doesn't know sign language, there can be a barrier. People who know sign can figure it out, or if the person does know the alphabet or could spell, that would be something that would be really beneficial for someone using ASL for communication. They could just say, I don't know, things like that. But overall, American Sign Language is the third most used foreign language in the United States. So obviously, Spanish is up there, but American Sign Language is one of the top languages used. So it is growing, and I know a lot of schools are starting to incorporate it. So it could be something that, you know, the more that the country progresses or proceeds to use sign language, it could be really beneficial for learners to have that type of communication system. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.